This happened in the UK. This happened near London. This is an incredible story. Back in 1999, a man that was sleeping in his house heard his dog barking so much he thought an intruder was trying to get into his home. He looked around, he came outside, and then he looked to the sky, and there was a huge UFO above his house, a triangular-shaped UFO. He went inside his house for an infrared camera, a very novel infrared camera, and he took it out. Then he heard noises in the garden close to his house, and he got close there, and he recorded a short video of very strange creatures going around his garden. He didn't know what to do with this video, and then he went to the
I6
and he gave this video to them. And they told him not to tell anyone or make any copy of this or anything with this video because it was national security. Then they had this video in a computer, but this computer got a virus. And it seems that they didn't find any expert who could get rid of this virus. And then they called some hackers, some young people who came and fixed the computer. And somehow they got across this incredible video, and they made 6 pictures out of it. They didn't get the video, they got 6 pictures. Nobody saw that, nobody realized they had done it. They took it out, and then they gave these pictures to a site, Insidior.com. And this site presented the photos and the story. But then suddenly, like 3 or 4 weeks later, the site completely disappeared. I couldn't find anyone related to the site. I don't know what happened to the kids. Someone told me 20 years ago that one of the kids who have done this went to prison. I don't know for how long. All I know is that it seems that we were one of the very few who got these copies and who got this story. If you try to find it, you won't. You won't find it anywhere. And nobody has this story, and nobody's repeating. We analyzed every frame, and we found exactly the sequence and at what time the frames belong. 30 seconds, 1 minute, and so on. The first one was taken 30 seconds after the beginning of the video, and the last one 2 minutes and 30 seconds, something like that. But I still believe, because if you look to the sequence, it makes a lot of sense. If you look to the creatures, it makes a lot of sense. There is no story, there is no reason, there is nothing. Nobody's talking about this, nobody's claiming anything, and it's just there. And Insidior.com disappeared forever.
So it's 2010, you're contacted. Tell me how you guys followed.
In 2010, Hilda Estrada, an investigator in Monterrey, got across an incredible case. This man, who didn't believe in UFOs, by the way, had been able to record in different occasions a little creature, sometimes visible, sometimes invisible to the eye, but very clear to the camera. And you can see in different videos this creature moving around his house. It's an amazing case. The Gabriel Sanz case, I believe is absolutely real. Small creature that probably was living in his house because he heard sometimes, every time he heard the noises that he related to this creature, he took his camera and he was able to record it. That's the reason. The first time he was alone in a hurricane, the Alex hurricane in July 2010, and he was, like moving like me in a chair like this, with a camera and recording himself. And then when he does this, the creature is back there. It's when we realized that it was there. And in other occasions, when he heard the noises that he related to this creature, he took the camera and he realized that he didn't see it, but in the camera is very clear that this little thing comes down the stairs, go up the stairs, move around a bed.
In Monterrey, Nuevo León, there has been many reports of strange apparitions of a being that has also been filmed on different occasions, making it very clear that something very strange is happening down in Sultana del Norte. That is why Tercer Milenio's team went to the location to meet with Gabriel Sainz, owner of the video and main witness. This investigation was done alongside Gilda Estrada. She had been close to the case, and in different occasions, she has confirmed that something strange is happening to Gabriel in this place. This is the building where Gabriel has been able to film the apparition of this being. In apartment 15, we met with him and the other ex-tenant. He was a normal person with a normal life, but that radically changed as he witnessed something that he couldn't understand. It went beyond reason. His testimony corroborates the videos, where a strange being visited the apartment. A being described as having an enormous head, big eyes, and of small stature. Starting in October 2010, Gabriel started recording a video to help sell sunglasses out of his home. This is when he saw he was not alone. Check out the first video Gabriel shot through the window of his apartment with his phone. Observe closely the left side of the screen. Suddenly, we could see a small, clumsy shadow coming down the stairs. It starts coming down the stairs little by little. It's a small humanoid figure. His consistency doesn't look physical. It looks more like an invisible being. Now look at how this figure goes down the stairs, then back up. Check out this close-up of this being. According to Gabriel, since he started to perceive this weird presence, he decided to start recording with his phone inside and outside his apartment, places where he would hear weird sounds. That is how he was able to film this first video, right on these stairs.
This first video is where I had the chance to record how this kind of child-sized being goes down and up the stairs. When I checked the video, I could see the being walking.
Now, let's check this other video filmed from inside the apartment. The witness heard a strange noise near his bed. So he grabs his phone and starts recording. Here we could see the window where he began filming the video we just saw before. At the moment when Gabriel starts filming his bed, you can see this weird and small being. Observe now this moment. Observe now the left side of your screen where you can see a small being again. A shadow that walks slowly, shifts from left to right, stops for a second, then comes back. The video ends there. Let's see it again, but now in slow motion.
Is it possible that this is the same being that we saw before going down the stairs? About 4 months later, I filmed another one on the side of my bed. I also heard noises. It sounded like a laugh. It was dark. It was around 9 p.m. So I started filming towards the bed, and later, when I saw the video, I started thinking that it might be the same being as they are both around the same size.
This area is where the second video was filmed.
Nearby, here is where I looked at the being. It looked like a shadow wandering.
There are clearer evidences that were recorded with the cell phone by Gabriel, backing up his testimony. However, these videos are not the only ones Gabriel has recorded. This is an archival report from Tercer Millennial.